Hey Airsofters, welcome to the intro video of the new Airsoft YouTube channel, Airsoft Mandalorian. Really excited to get this channel up and running for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. The first question I'm going to answer you guys might be or might not be asking, why Airsoft Mandalorian? Well, as much as I love Airsoft, I am also a huge Star Wars fan. I mean, gigantic, and cannot wait for the 8th movie to come out. So, but it's really hard to combine Star Wars and real life. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, how can I do this? So I said, okay, first the name might as well be kind of Star Wars and Airsoftist, Airsoft Mandalorian. As well as if there's anyone watching this video who knows anything about Star Wars, the Mandalorians were, besides the Force wielders, the Sith and the Jedi, were the most deadly force in the galaxy. They had the best training, weapons, gear, ships, basically everything. They were the elite. Now, before you guys call me an absolute arrogant jerk for saying this, I'm not saying this about me. Frankly, I am not really an amazing airsoft player at all. I am not going to say I'm terrible, because I am good. I'm good. I know what I'm doing, but I'm not really amazing. I play for fun. I don't play for glory, gain, riches, and blah, 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 blah. It's just something I enjoy doing. I do not make a profession out of it. I don't, make this huge deal about it. It's just absolutely just for the fun of playing. That is going to lead me into the next thing about this channel. This channel is not going to be one of the really high professional channels like Novrich, Jet Desert Fox, Unicorn Leia, or even like Dutch the Hooligan. I run one camera, my head cam, I've got some nice guns, and I have Windows Movie Maker editing program. So yeah. There's other people, that's their actual job. Their YouTube channels is how they make money. That is their job right there. Instead of getting up in the morning going to work, they get up and they spend 10 hours editing all day, which has got to be really tiring. But hey, playing airsoft is awesome, so that's kind of a fun job. My job is different. I work 41 hours a week doing something else. So my channel is more of a hobby to me, just something fun. And obviously I edit it. I fast forward the boring parts, and I have nice scene cuts, narrations, captions, titles and endings and all that, but it's not like the amazing scope cams and like drones and 30 different camera views that you'll get in a really high-end channel. That being said, I still try to do my best with this channel to make it interesting for you guys. Next, I play very differently than other players. First of all, I don't use gear that is used by like military, army, any of the like armed forces kind of branches, SWAT or anything like that. You see people, they they use spend a lot of money in gear and try to be like just like something, just like the army or something like that. To me, that gear doesn't really work for me. I don't like the way their gear sets up. It's like it takes way too long to get in and out of. I use different gear. That's right for them. What I use is right for me. I never try to push my view of gear on anybody else, because we're all different how that works. So, in May there will be a gear and a gun video. I'm getting a bunch of new guns in May, late May, and also I need to finish up some new additions on my gear. I'm always modifying it, so there'll be a gear and gun video. So I have 2 separate videos in May. Please stay tuned for it. It should be pretty good. So that's where I'll actually get into that. And also a few little Mandalorian things I kind of did to it. So it looks pretty cool. But next, the way I also play is a little bit different. The actual way I play. I don't use mid-cap magazines. I do not do like really surrendering or like the bang rule where you can be like, oh, I could have shot you, but I didn't. I just said bang. And I also am always on fully automatic. To me, let's answer those questions in order of how I said them. Mid-cap mags, I think, are kind of a giant waste of time. They only hold between 100 and 120 rounds usually, and they're always speed loader fed. So also, being on fully automatic all the time, you burn through a lot of rounds, and I modify my guns to make them extremely fast. Well, as fast as I can make them. So, obviously be going way too many ammunition. Some people say, like, oh, the mid-caps, the high caps, they rattle, they give away your position. I'm like, I don't care if I give away my position. It's airsoft. I'm not trying to be like sneak around the bushes, Assassin's Creed garbage here. Also, semi-auto to me is just, it is not fun. It's just like always trying to like, oh, I don't want to hurt the person too many times. You know, I see in videos the guy actually shoots like one guy like one too many times. The guy's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, okay, that's nice, but this is airsoft, and the guy's wearing like freaking Molly gear and like full length sleeve shirts and all that. It's like he'll be fine. Don't worry about him. I try to be courteous. If I have time and if I see someone like 5 feet away, I'll pull a sidearm and pop them. But if I come around a corner, with my main weapon, see somebody, surprise me, I'll light him up. I won't overly cruelly shoot him, but I will hit him. And some people in my videos are like, hey, what'd you do that for? It's like, dude, it's airsoft. It's a fully automatic zone. Please get over it. Obviously, if the gameplay is semi-auto, obviously following the rules, go on semi-auto. About my guns, real quick. I don't use the highest end stuff. I mean, like, I'll buy, a $200-300 gun. I try to get nice guns and nice gear. But, I don't just like buy like one gun and like put everything into it. A lot of people do. I like having multiple guns, so that's going to come out of somewhere. But, I also don't like superly modify them. I don't. I put a nice motor in it and run good batteries and consistently clean them and upkeep them. But I don't put amazing gearboxes in and MOSFETs and barrels. I don't need sniper range out of a submachine gun. Some people can do it. I really can't, and I really just don't. I mean, I could, but I really don't want to spend the money into that. Next thing. I don't use or ever will use HPA guns or Polar Star guns. I find that, okay, I'm a little bit, I hate to use the word prejudiced or kind of like turn against those kind of guns, because most of the people that use them, in my experience, are usually kind of arrogant and very, very rude and not very nice. All the people I've usually ever run into, except for one person, has been very unkind because they have a Polar Star, an HPA gun, because it costs a lot of money and they now think they're better than you. So if that upsets anybody, I hope you aren't one of those players, but that's my experience with those people. So you'll never see me with one of those guns. Next point, you probably will see eventually me playing paintball just for the absolute fun of it. I mean, you just like gotta get out there, throw a paintball video in an airsoft channel just for the sweet irony of it. It's really fun to do, and that's life. So you'll be seeing some of those in there. Also, you will be seeing some probably like maintenance videos on some guns. Let me know if you guys want me to do some, like, if you have any questions like, oh, how does this work, or how does this break apart. I'm not as knowledgeable about GBBs as I am about like carbines and submachine guns, all AEGs. I know much more about them than these, as I'm slightly new to the GBB world. I mostly use EAPs, electric airsoft pistols, instead of the gas blowbacks. But now I've swapped completely over to gas blowback, so I'm learning a lot about them, but I'm not fully knowledgeable about it, but I am learning. So hopefully by the time anyone starts asking questions, I'll be able to answer it for you. But other than that, this is this kind of channel, but there is one more thing I must tell you. Every airsofter, okay, not every, but a lot of them have somebody they always like to play with. Novrich has Sniper Buddy Fabi, Jet Desert Fox has Unicorn Leia, and I have a really good friend named Daniel. Him and I have been playing together for several years. Well before I even had a camera to start even doing these videos with. Him and I were playing together, and him and I are really tight on the field. We always like to stick together if at all possible. His nickname is the Six Man because he always got my back, always has the six. And him and I have been in some pretty fun situations where we never would have gotten out by ourselves, but working together, we always got out. So you'll be seeing him a lot in his videos, and his picture should be appearing about now. And I together, and yes, he is much shorter than I am. It happens when you're 6'2". Most people are shorter than you, but he's an amazing airsoft player. We have a lot of fun playing together. One point I forgot to mention was camera hits. I do get a lot of those, and do not think I am cheating because I don't count them, because obviously I can't feel them, don't hear them, and that's just life. You can't call something you don't know about. And as well, sometimes I get ricochets that look like I got hit, but it's actually a ricochet, and I don't feel it. So don't think I'm cheating there. I don't want anyone to think I'm cheating. I've been playing for over 10 years, and cheating is one of the things I've run into. Obviously, any airsofter is going to run into it, and it's really, really nasty. When you know you shot somebody and you see them get hit, and they kind of like duck down or something like that, and they keep on shooting at you, which is like, come on, man, really? So, you know, cheating is completely out of the question. That's another reason I like to use fully automatic, because it's really hard to deny when you get hit with 30 rounds, you know, and you see the guy like yell and jump instead of just one little round you can kind of just ignore. It's like, yeah, you totally just got hit. So another reason I like to use full auto. But that's the channel. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Please do subscribe if at all possible. I like to know if people like it. Also, like it if you could. And if you guys have the time, please leave a comment down below. I like to know what people think of, you know, of like the channel and what you guys think about, you know, what I'm doing here. So please leave a comment. You know, any suggestions or anything like that. So yeah, that's what it'll be. I hope you guys enjoy. Cannot wait to start getting up the rest of the videos on this channel. Right now it's February, so I won't be playing any new gameplay. I know you cannot see up behind me in the window, but it is about 2 feet of snow out there, so not a good time to be playing, but a great time to be starting up YouTube channels and to be posting. So all the gameplay you guys will be watching after this will be between 1 year and 2 years old, and it's, like I said, all edited and processed, so it's all ready to go. Hope you guys enjoy. About late May, that's when I'll be starting up playing again. So cannot wait to get back to the field, and don't forget, guys, get out there and play.